Hey y'all, what's up? What's up from down under? These nuts. It's your friend, your boy, your boyfriend, Django, aka Luke, aka Straight Shooter, aka Kanye, coming at you straight from South Central Locking, uh, Canada. Yeah, from Canada. Only thing that goes down easier than my maple syrup is that. Alright, enough tomfoolery. Let's get to the real besmirching attitudes and things I wish to come from my mouth today. Alright, so I'm going to discuss and review the movie March of the Penguins. We're probably thinking, Luke, documentary, typical, boring, sleeper. You're wrong. It's not one movie about penguins or emperors, for that matter. It's about the most fearsome creature of all time, the tiger shark. You're like, Luke, tiger sharks, what are those? Well, let me explain to you. Have you ever seen a tiger riding a jet ski? No, of course, that's ridiculous, you dunce. It's alright. We all have those frivolous imagination fart moments for a second, but that doesn't matter. Well, I'm talking about you, a, a tiger shark. Those things are awesome. Just imagine a tiger riding a jet ski with farting lightning. Gets the same impact every time. Doesn't matter though. Just a little fabrication of the old imagination, am I right? Wish it was the same for Kobe. No big deals. We're just gonna continue on. Emperor March of the Emperor Penguins. We got these penguins. Little birds can't fly, classify as birds for some reason. What are these scientists dunces? You don't classify birds that can't fly, only if they got chicken wings, you dunce. It's alright. All's forgiven in science because no one understands it except Nerd 1 and Nerd 2, off in Antarctica studying some god knows bird that doesn't even exist, or for that matter, neither did 9/11. So, let me continue on with my continuation of fluent thoughts and progressive ideas and what you love from me, from my brainchild to your brain knowledge. It's alright. Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying Penguin 1, his name's Timmy. Guess what? Timmy dies. You're like, what? How would Timmy die? Well, tiger shark, duh. If you had a creature that could ride a jet ski across the brilliant ice sheets of Antarctica, flying across like some Pegasus or angel without wings, I'd be screwed too. But I'd be honored to die at the hands of some creature because why not? That creature's glorious and deserves God's most favoritism. Oh God, what a beautiful creature. It's alright. Back on topic. So we got a little Timmy here. Dies. Typical sob story. No one cares. It's literally savagery what the tiger shark does to that penguin. He eats it. Like he doesn't just eat it. He devours it. Ain't none of little Timmy left. But what we do have is Timmy 2. From a little egg. That's right. One more thing I'm about to tell you. Classification messed up with birds. Why they're mammals? They lay in eggs. I don't lay an egg. Unless you talk about what I did last night. Got him. Still, doesn't matter. Mind your own business. Anyways, as I was saying, little Timmy 2 hatches from his egg. He's like, WTF, bro. And everyone's like, Timmy 2, your dad's dead. Tiger jet ski got him. And he's like, oh, dang it, not again. And they're like, what do you mean not again? He's like, well, where's my mom? And they're just like, tiger jet ski. And they're like, of course, why not? And Timmy 2's like, all right, which one of y'all lazy amphibians gonna raise me then? And they're like, we ain't amphibians, you dingus. And he's like, naturally, that's what I meant. Just a joke, little yanking of the chain. No matter for our brave hero Timmy 2. He has a little trick up his flipper. He walks out on that ice. He's like, I don't see no tiger sharks. How did Pappy die? And then one of the older penguins is like, why do you want to see a tiger on a jet ski? That's like, I don't even know what to compare to that glorious comparison. That's like asking a Native American to jump off a tree, shoot 3 holes through 3 white settlers, and then call them dumb. It doesn't make sense. And you don't want to see it because you'll be dead. You'll be one of those fools. Doesn't matter. Continue on. Sad point, if you will. Anyways, where I'm from, tigers on jet skis, we won't see them very much because we're humans on jet skis. I'm not going to turn out some life of pie, some sorry, broke Indian man bartering for his life like he's bartering for a piece of bread. Doesn't matter. Timmy's there. He's like, I don't see no jet ski, panda, whatever. And he's like, you don't want to see one. He's like, okay, fair. Let's go back to camp. And so they go back to camp. He sees little weasel penguins everywhere, just snaking around like little Jumanji pogo stick pterodactyl creatures, because not birds, but neither is a pterodactyl. So I can even do that. Yeah, you can't. It's impossible. Anyways, continue on with my tale. So he's like, alright, which one of y'all sorry ass flippers stealing my property? I'm probably thinking, property, what do you mean property? Does jank ass man even have the right to vote yet? Well, he does. Doesn't matter. Well, as I was saying, at camp, what does he do? Naturally has to go to the bathroom, little penguin duty. You know, typical emperor penguins. You know what they say about emperor penguins. You see one once, you gotta see it twice. That's what they say around here. Quote me on that. Anyways, as I was saying in my delicious tale of juicy details, Timmy, he's in the restroom. See this old flipper in the corner, just standing there. He's like, bro, what you doing? He's like, hiding from the tiger sharks. And then he's just like, ain't no tiger sharks here. He's like, we in Antarctica. They everywhere, you dummy. And so, naturally, Timmy's like, I ain't never seen one, so they don't ever exist. Typical. And then, of course, other penguin, let's call him Penguin 5, because Penguin 4, 3, and 2, not 2, skip 2, go to 1. They all died from tiger sharks on jet skis. Because what are you going to do? That's like, that's ridiculous. It's like wandering into Helmsforth Forest to fight 4 dragons, 4 black knights, and then you come out and eat a blueberry and to die. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You go through hell and back, and then you die from some little fruit that grows off the branch of some stem that a cat pissed on 4 years ago. It doesn't make sense. But neither does you, or life, for that matter. Sad point. Well, Timmy Tooey's in the bathroom, sees the old flipper in the corner. He's like, yo, my flipper, what's up? Flipper's like, not good, dude. Jet ski tigers everywhere. Well, anywhere. He's like, okay, let's go to the Arctic, because we on the Antarctic. We on the bottom of the planet. So pretty much to go through North America, they say hi to all these white folk. They get to Antarctica. Guess what they see? They see polar bears riding on jet skis with tigers. How does that even work? I don't even know how that works. Can't even classify that. That's like a fistful of awesome slamming into a rock of steel. You're just not going to dent that. Nothing can. Anyways, side point. Continuing with my tale. So this little man, he's like, what have you done? He's like, hey, we marched there. It's like, yeah, we get it. You got a big flipper. And so everyone's like, oh, burned more than a turkey over an oven fire. Yeah, went that way. And so Flipper, I named him Flipper now, he's like, hey, hey. He avoids that blame like the plague. Yeah. Like, ever seen those people walk down the sidewalk carrying groceries and like have 8 children and they're holding them by the leash? Yeah, you avoid them like the plague. Because that's what little Flipper did. He saw him, he was like, skirt, out of the way of those people. Yeah. And so he pushes through his little penguin camp all the way up to his little penguin Flipper friends. He's just like, yo, bro Tendo, what's up? He's like, okay, we in the Arctic. Yeah, we found your dad. And he's like, no way, what? He's like, yeah, your dad's actually a polar bear jet skier. Yeah. And he's like, wait, what? I became that I hate him? It's pretty much like, yeah, go ahead. Believe what you will or want. Because they're penguins. They can't comprehend. Dumbass. It doesn't matter. Sad point a lot here, but that's no means for a unnecessary comment or rude interjection, if you will. Because us educated folk, we don't have time for that. Anyway, returning to my tale of fame, glory, lust, and blood, we have Flipper here. He's in the Arctic. It's a little cold. He's like, we start from the bottom of the planet and we here. Now what do we do? And they're just like, well, the only thing up here are Nerd 1 scientist, Nerd 2 scientist, and this giant oil tanker. And they're just like, cool. And so what they do, they just have little eggs everywhere. They're just like, let's just egg the boat. And so they get their little flippers. They pick up the eggs and they chuck them like hand grenades at the boat. Of course, the guys, they're like, what is this 7th grade prank going on in the Arctic? Is even worse than walking down the street and then have someone lollipop at you because all you have on your head is nothing but a dunce cap and a pair of keys that leads to nowhere. Same thing. Anyway, they see the boat. They're like, they see it. They throw their eggs at it. The boat's like, what are you doing? We're not an oil tanker. And all of a sudden, the story changes because then it's a U.S. aircraft carrier with F-19 bombers ready to just drop American thunder upon any living, godly creature that dares cast its eyes upon the holy steel from a country that's greater than Earth itself. Naturally, these penguins are like, we screwed. And then, team is like, okay, calm down, everyone. They're like, no, you calm down, you little skirting little piece of crap, because you led us here, and now we gonna die. Well, spoiler alert, they don't die. But at the end of the movie, they drop a huge spoiler. It's more spoiled than meat left out in the sun in a baking hot Oklahoma summer day. Yeah, that's how hot it was. You have Captain Ahab. He's like, Mr. President, Mr. President. And the president's like, Saw, dude, what's up? Just like, we found Moby Dicks. Authorize the drone strike. He's just like, pow! Little Timmy, too, finds himself hit by an F-22 rocket right in his flipper. Little Timmy, too, left nothing. A little smoldering piece of ice. Yeah. Anyways, the story even continues even more. Surprisingly. It's like treading through a jungle in Vietnam. You just can't find anything. Except hell, pretty much. So they're like, okay, Timmy, too, he's dead. He's gone. And I'm going to leave out for another part. A little fabricated tale, if you will. It's all fabricated. Woven together to form an illustrious tapestry of Earth's most gorgeous imagination that you've ever seen. It's like walking through the Garden of Eden, plucking a ripe, luscious pomegranate from a tree's lustful branches, taking a nice, juicy, dabbling bite of it, throwing it out, and getting ready for the next piece of fruit you will put in your mouth. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to open your eyes. Look into your soul. Show you the world. Until next time, people, watch out for part 2. I love y'all. Stay safe. Put on your sunblock. It's about to get heated.